gotta get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah. No, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. On we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. On we'll go.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing? The Greek is back. He is live. I'm trying to do my best Prado today, so just bear with me. Today we got Confirmant RM in the house, who is now the TA man again for Safuu and Vulcan.
Yay.
All right.
Hi.
He's excited. Chris Cruz, who is the live champ, is with us. And then Oliver T, who everybody knows, he is the CEO and creator, founder, the man of 1 and 2 token. So go check him out. You guys all, and there he is, 1 token founder. It's in his thing. Let's see who was first today. We have Fowler. Even though Compton sent me a screenshot yesterday of him being first, on my end, Fowler's first. So in your face, Compton. And then Compton talking trash. He doesn't just go first. He says this guy thinks he can beat me. So great. And then they're yelling at each other. Too slow, buddy. I beat him on his own show and Greeks. See, they're just. And this is the screenshot I got yesterday at like 10:30 at night when I And then look, yeah, Compton even sent him a Discord DM to prove that he was first. So we got Vulcan Maniac in the house. Let's freaking go. Igor, hi everyone. Jaime Garcia Prieto, who's one of my channel members. Thank you for being here. John Cano, also a channel member. Safuu Dad's here. Remember, Biz Entertainment. Well, this is the Vulcan News Network. Everyone, please at the person when chatting, because you confuse me and I get very confused, and you don't want to confuse me. If Plan B or anybody does enter the room, make sure you guys notify me, because I suck at looking at comments and I will miss it. Thank you.
You're on your own, bud.
Yeah, true. As always, simple plugs here. Vulcan merch store, use code YouTube, save 5%. I got Esco stuff. I got Vulcan stuff. I got a Bitcoin shirt that NR made. So, you know, whatever. If you want to join, join. The Greek, not join. If you want to buy. The Greek Squad Discord, do join this. I do help out a lot of people with questions they may have, and I know all of you are going to want to know what's your technique, Greek. What's your Esco stuff? What are you going to do this weekend? Question is, I don't know. The Greek doesn't know, but I will try and answer any questions, any concerns you have. I have every single one token. You can see their price chart, price stuff, price bots. I have price bots. I have all kinds of things to make the DeFi space better, where you can get information in one spot as opposed to going to 10, 15, 20, 30 different DeFi discords. Also, please check out my Twitter. I was banned along with the old Safuu Discord, the old Safuu Twitter, and I had 7,500 followers. Now I have 626, but I am growing. So there's that. So some news. If you guys see in the upper right of Chris Cruz's screen, you can see the 46.4108 vol. That is rebasing. So you can see every, what is it, 90 seconds, it will, on testnet, it will rebase. So you will see it go up. I actually just sent him 38 so that we could see it move up a little more. So it would be more exciting because he's actually got that. So that's actually pretty cool to have. Now let me get to the news because I got off the screen. All right. For anybody who hasn't paid attention, there has been an announcement in the Vulcan Discord. Yeah, that's right, guys. Vulcan still exists. We are a blockchain that's about to come out, just in case anybody got mixed up in all the Safuu ghost drama news, all this stuff. Vulcan actually does exist. And Vulcanite says, due to overwhelming demand, we're granting one last extension to the Uxie sacrifice everyone. You have until June 10th, 0000 UTC, or until we reach 1.5 million. This is your final chance. There won't be any more extensions after this. And app.uxie.com. So if you want your chance, now you have your chance to make some Esco profits and go to Uxie. So even Vulcan's news today involves Esco in some sort of way because of that. So that's that. Simple and to the point. Now, as always today, there's news in the Safuugo Discord like every single day. It's never sit back, relax, Greek can have a coffee, enjoy his work, come on a live stream. No, it's just madness every day. So today there was a few changes, and we're going to go through those really quick. I know Prado went through them, but you gotta have the Greek go through them. It's only right to have the Greek go through the changes. So here is the changes on the Safuugo side. Both Esco and BNB and Esco and Safuu pairs will now go live together. This was different than before, which was a 12-hour delay for the Safuu side. The launch price of Esco remains at $5, locked in as promised. The Esco Safuu pair will now go live at the exact time as Esco BNB at the same 1-to-1 peg. The Esco Safuu pair will contain this LP, 5,000 Esco tokens and 5,000 Safuu tokens. So $5 Esco, $5 Safuu price. And due to now both pairs going live at the same time, the please schedule, which was adding the liquidity at certain intervals, is no longer required. The buy pressure will equal the same in both pools. The 30-minute buying limit, so the 6x5 minute kickoff slots, is now in effect for both pools at the same time. So Safuu now has buying limits just like the BNB side. And the white paper is now completely 100% up to date for the 550th time. So if you guys have not read the white paper at all until now I think it's probably the final version. Hopefully we have the final version. And I just want people to know the buying limits because, we want to repeat the buying limits. So this is how it's going to be for both sides now. The first 5 minutes is a limit of one Esco held in an individual wallet. So you can only buy one for the first 5 minutes per wallet. In the second 5-minute slot, you can hold a maximum of total of 2.5. So you can only add 1.5 more to your wallet that has the one. So get up to 2.5. The third 5 minutes you can add to get up to 5. Fourth 5-minute slot you can add to get up to 10. The fifth 5-minute slot you can get 15. And the sixth and final slot is 25. And after the first 30 minutes, it's all hell breaks loose. We all go screaming, kicking and screaming for the doors, running around like chickens with our head cut off, making tons of money. Whew. All right. What is everybody's thoughts on everything that occurred today with all the action that we got? Silence is golden here.
What?
Absolutely.
Like the changes you mean that happened? Yeah. So like, I mean, what like for a little while there, it was just going to be BNB, and then today he announced it's going to be BNB and Safuu. Like, how does that change people's strategies? I mean, because
I'm glad you said that because I put a poll up earlier, and this was prior to these announcements. I put this poll up. Will you be going into Esco with BNB, Safuu, or both? Before, the both option was very easy to do. You run up BNB, you get your stash in BNB, then you come and you play the Safuu side, and then you decide which way you want to go with it. Perfect.
yeah,
Easy. That's what I was going to do.
yeah,
Then this announcement comes. So now I have to find the buddy system, and I got to have one buddy playing the Safuu side, and one person. Probably we're still determining which buddy is going to play the BNB side, and we're both going to play it at the same time. It's still possible to do both, but it obviously changes things. You don't want. It's going to be very hard, very fast. You want to get in quick. Remember, you want to get in quick with this stuff, so you don't want to be going at the same time as your buddy. At same time with both wallets together, unless you're very fast and you can manage all that stuff and not get confused and not be like, which wallet did I just buy in? Which wallet? It's a mess. So right now the current poll has 89 votes. BNB has 21%, Safuu has 22%, and both has 56%. That's how I expected it would go. But now with the new changes, obviously things are different. So it's very interesting. So
it's gonna be hard because people will be playing both sides of it. You're basically have to have two things open at the same time. That's also thinking that you have BNB to give up as well as Safuu, unless you split it and sell your Safuu, but then you're gonna incur the 16% tax. And
Did
then
you just use the word that I don't like.
Tax.
What would sell? What would Prado say to you right now?
He's selling his bag.
Okay,
I don't know. It's hard. It's hard
to
to say which side you're going to go in because like part of me wants to do just a BNB side, part of me wants to just do the Safuu, so not to pay the tax. It's hard. You gotta.
So if you swap Safuu, you're not paying the sell tax. Is that what it is?
If you swap
only 1.5,
you're not paying the sell tax. But one thing I want to make sure is people, if you don't turn the routing off, like the multi-hop off, how does the pool know that you're swapping your Safuu just for that? Like, how does it know not to multi-hop it to BNB? So you could think you're buying in the Safuu pool, but it might, I don't know. So just if you're doing Safuu, just make sure the multi-hops are turned off. Okay, just
how do you do that?
How do you do that?
I'll pull it up. Let's see.
It's automatically turned on. You got to turn it off, right?
Yeah, it's in the settings. So at the top right where you can like change the gas, you can change your slippage percentage. There's I think more option at the bottom. This is just off of memory.
Customized routing. Yeah. Allow multi-hops.
Yeah. And you have to turn off allow multi-hops. So I'm just thinking out loud. I don't even know how it's going to. So just be safe. If you're going in Safuu, just be safe, because if for some reason it does multi-hop, because it might give you the best rate. Actually, it might say this is the best rate. There it is, where it says, see, we're under routing preference, allow multi-hops. It might say the BNB price is cheaper. He's swapping Safuu, and it might automatically multi-hop to give you the best rate and think it's doing you a favor, but you're paying 16% tax then, because it's got to sell it to BNB to go into that. So it might not be the best.
So you would turn it off now. I mean, because if you're gonna go in just with Safuu, you turn it off.
Just have it turned off.
But if you're gonna go in with BNB, it doesn't really matter then, I guess.
It doesn't, yeah.
But I would probably go in with pure BNB if I'm gonna do it, honestly.
It's just like it's weird because I'm just throwing this out there, not trying to be negative. How is Safuu going to get to $5 if there's not really any reason to have it if you can just go in with BNB?
Well, here's the thing. BNB pool is going to have its own price. The Safuu Esco pool is going to have its own price. Now, this BNB pool will probably, in my opinion, it's going to be less volatile at first. But as more Safuu comes in the pool, I see that price dipping because the Safuu liquidity is only priced at $1. It's going to lower that price, and that BNB price is going to be higher after about who knows how long it's going to take. It's going to be higher. So they're all going to sell into BNB side, get their BNB. But now the only way to come back in and get that instant arbitrage, if this side's cheaper, is to buy Safuu and come in through that side. So eventually that's going to raise the price of Safuu. And all that Safuu you're buying now is just being transferred into a pool and sitting in a pool. So it's not even it's not going to be sold or do anything, but sit in that liquidity pool. So then it's like kind of taking out like tokens in circulation really, and kind of acting as like a pseudo fire pit. And then that keeps going on, and eventually everything comes to even out, because once the Safuu value in that pool equals the BNB equals the Esco value, everything equals out, the arbitrage stops, and you really have equal out. So that's how it's going to happen in a nutshell.
Okay.
Now, Commander says, bring it, Greek. Please go through the mechanics of using PancakeSwap for this major crypto event. At the time of writing, 61% plan to buy both pools. What would that look like on PCS or Bogged? Now, one thing that happened on BogSwap last time is it never routed. Now, I know it's an aggregator. It uses PancakeSwap.
Well, that was solely because of the fact that they had turned it off as soon as they noticed the problem.
Okay,
with
so
the,
it was
the
due to
V2,
the error.
V3. So it was nothing to do with Bogged.
Okay, but that put me off Bogged so quick. Like I'm afraid to use Bogged again.
Well, I think the best way to tell people, if you're going to be on a desktop computer and you have the MetaMask extension, just to have both open and have it split screen so you can choose which one you want, whichever one pulls up.
You are brilliant. See, this is why we bring you on.
Or you can be degen and do 4.
Well,
I mean, I'm going to probably have like 3 or 4 aggregators open.
Speaking of that, last time what pissed me off is because we didn't have the contract in advance, I had to copy and paste the contract, and I had everything ready on Bogged, all my wallets connected because I was going to go through Bogged, and then it didn't route. And then when it didn't route, I had to then connect my wallet on PancakeSwap, and I should have had both open. I was playing like a true, I'll say it, dumbass. So rookie mistakes. So what Khan's saying, have both open, have both ready to go. If one gives you an issue, you can go on the other. Remember, with buying limits, you will be able to get one Esco. Everybody should. If you can't get one Esco, you must be doing something really slow here, or you don't have enough BNB to buy one Esco. Or Safuu to buy one Esco. The price is just gone crazy, which I don't see it going crazy until the limits are taken off fully. Roy Kelly says, yo, Greek, hope you're well, buddy. Yeah, I'm always well. I'm always here. Last weekend, when you see me off screen, doesn't mean I'm away from the screen. I don't have my pulse on the community at all. I'm not answering questions because I'm constantly answering questions. People are DMing me, look, Greek, look what's going on. Brian did this, Brian did that, Brian did this, Brian did that, Brian did this. And I'm like, can I be in church for one freaking hour without Brian doing something? And then I go to lunch with my family after church and all this stuff. And speaking of Brian, he is
I wanted to voice something before I forgot it, but someone told me that Elliot and Daniel were saying to turn off V3. Why is that?
I heard Brian say that too.
Yeah, turn off V3 too. Yeah, that's a good thing because V3, just because of the routing issue, everything's routed through V2. So just to make it so it's only going through V2, I agree with that.
Give Greek a minute. He has to drink some water before he can read your super chat.
The Esco, I don't get many. Okay, stop it. The Esco Safuu pool will be highly volatile. The Esco price will be worth a lot more per Esco in this pool, meaning the people can buy Esco from the Esco BNB pool cheaper than sell Esco into the Esco Safuu pool to arb the price of Esco, which sends the Safuu price up against it.
Oh boy, I'm dying over here.
All right,
that is true. That is true. Okay, that makes sense. That's a yes. Yes. So basically, when they sell in to get Safuu, it pulls up the price of Safuu to reach it. So that gives it more value. That is true. So that makes sense. So there's a lot of things to think of. So what I want people to do is after you buy, don't just sit there. Don't just sit on your computer and celebrate. Go on Deck Screener, bring 2 tabs up, bring both pools up, bring the DApp up. The website, which Brian says can be ready tonight, if he wants to release it right now. I'm kidding. So you bring that up and you just watch. You have both open and you just start looking at prices. You know, and I know people are going to say nobody's going to sell, Greek. Nobody sell. No, you want sell if you have profit, and do what you need to do to ensure profits. Nobody goes broke taking profit. All right. I just want that to be known.
Can I ask like a basic question?
Oh, yeah. Anything.
Absolutely not.
I'm just learning about arbitrage, so I'm like still new to it. How do you go from the Esco Safuu pool to the Esco BNB pool?
Good question, sir. And I know it seems like a rookie question. So when you buy Esco from either pool, let's say you buy it from the BNB pool, you're just using BNB as the top asset to buy into Safuu or swap into Esco. So now you hold Esco, and then you do it on the Safuu side and you hold Esco. That Esco in your wallet's going to just be one Esco. You're not even going to know which pool it's bought into. So
Right.
the way you choose what pool you're swapping into is you just pick that asset. So if BNB price is higher, the BNB pool price is higher, you just put BNB on the bottom and you swap to BNB. If the Safuu price is higher, you just swap to Safuu, and that's what pool it chooses, and it just goes through, it routes it through those pools.
So I'm sure you've been on like Bitmart or something where you go to buy, Bitcoin or Doge, and you see it has USDC and USDT. There's 2 different pools you can buy it from. It's the same sort of aspect. They have 2 slightly different prices. Even like different exchanges have different prices. So that's basically what you can imagine that as, is you're just playing the swings between both, and you just sell into either or.
I got you.
So the swings could vary. Like the BNB price could be higher priced at one point, and everybody's selling into it, and then that dips, and now the Safuu price is higher. So like you can just you could do this where you can like sell 10% into swings and then wait and hold, because this is going to be bouncing. It could be bouncing. It could be ebb and flow, and everything's going to be ebb and flowing. Nothing's going to be like the perfect circle. Okay, where I buy Safuu, I go on this side, I sell into BNB. And then do it. I mean, you can't keep doing that. The reason you can't keep doing that is there's something called liquidity. There's not enough liquidity on one side, so it's just not going to work. If you keep draining out one side, that doesn't work. So when I see people say, "Oh, you just keep going around in the circle and you keep playing the circle," I'm like,
No, you
eventually
have to go back
your side's going to go like this, boom, and you're going to play the circle and you're going to lose out on a ton of money. So you always have to keep watching. Sometimes don't just do things. Always before you start the loop, always watch both prices so you know what you're getting into at first.
See, I wanted to bring up some of these comments. So it says Greek in theory, if
Esco reaches $5 USD, so does Safuu. In theory, yes. In theory. But how long it takes and how much time that takes to get it up. Remember, we're talking about a liquidity pool with Safuu that has 12 million versus something that's got 50,000.
You can imagine that basically Safuu's price is tied. It is tied to it, but imagine there's like a 500-pound weight and Esco is trying to pull it, is basically what you can imagine it as. It's trying to. It'll take a long time. It'll do it, but it's going to meet somewhere in the middle. It's going to, I don't want to say it's going to give up somewhere in the middle, but sort of.
Even if it was like 95% behind and you get 500 USD Esco price and Safuu's 95% behind, that's still, you're looking at a $25 price there. So so it might not be equal,
even
but
99.
still great for anybody who's staying around in Safuu reaping some rewards. Just saying. And another thing, I just want to be known. If you're staying in Safuu and you choose not to play the game, eventually this all equals out. So if your Safuu gets balanced, don't sell into the Safuu BNB pool. Please, just because you're paying 16%. Go into Esco and go out one of the other partner pools or something with less tax. Just smart move there. Okay.
Here's the comment that will lead from what you just said. No, it is 1.5%. You're going from Safuu to Esco. This is from New Web Videos. But this
This is why you don't do the multi-hop.
If you do multi-hop, yes, it'll be 17.5%.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying turn it off, be safe. We don't know what PancakeSwap's going to do, and you don't want to be victim to 17.5% tax, because then you'll be like, I got screwed, when really you could have done something to prevent this from even occurring.
Yeah.
And it's safer is better than not being safe. And yes, launching is a good thing. And the reason I was kind of thinking about this the other day, but I don't voice these concerns because I'm like, I'm sure the team's running their numbers and things may change. Everything always changes. Like yesterday, I make a video. I film it in the morning because I knew I had a lunch meeting. I release it. And 5 minutes after I release my video, everything I talked about in my video is completely useless. Thank you guys for still watching my video. I appreciate it. But I had it as a $10 Safuu price, and then all of a sudden it was $5. But I did make a comment that if you replace the word 5 with 10, and every time I said the word $10, video still holds true. So it still worked out. But yes, launching both pools at once is a great idea. And here's the reason why. If you had BNB 12 hours to pump and it's $1,000 and everybody was safe who's coming in and getting their cheapies over here, you're going to have that huge one-sided arbitrage so fast that you can basically almost drain the one pool out. So you kind of need this to go on between the two pools. Otherwise, you get this. And that's not good.
I think it is helpful that he's launching. If you think about it, before you had all the money concentrated in one pool, I think people are going to be trying to diverse themselves, amongst both. So I don't feel like it's going to massively make one go flying and the other one does nothing. At least it'll be kind of spread out between the two, and people will be trying to hyperfixate on two things at once. So it should be a little bit easier to get in if you put it in that regard.
I actually like the limits. I was not a fan of the limits before because I was like, I want the chance. I'm a degen at heart. So I'm like, if I just go all in one swoop, but then seeing what happened on the last launch really opened my eyes. I was like, ooh, if somebody can get that big of it doesn't bode well for everyone. So this is actually a good thing. People will get a chance. Like if you have enough money to be able to afford one Esco, you will get one Esco. Okay. I can assure you that if you have enough money. Like, I don't know how fast the price is going to jump up. In the BNB pool, it's going to be a lot more tapered. I don't see it really going exponential like it was before, where like it jumped up like huge amounts at one time. Remember, the fourth buy last time in the $25,000 pool, 25 Esco pool for Safuu was a $50,000 buy, and he got, what was it, 40% of the supply? That's not going to be able to happen right now. So you're going to taper that down. So for the first 5 minutes, you're only going to we had 3,600 transactions last time. So if you take 3,600 transactions, that would only be 3,600 different wallets. Let's assume they're all different wallets. You would have 3,600 Esco out in the first 5 minutes. Now, last time in the first minute and a half, I think we were already down to like the final 5,000 in the pool, something like that. Crazy. It was that exponentially fast. So this gives everybody that tapered launch. That's why I say once the 30 minutes is up, all hell breaks loose, and we all better be on. I'm not sleeping that night. I already determined this. I wasn't going to sleep anyways when the pool was 12 hours later, the Safuu pool. Now I'm definitely not sleeping because now the action starts up all night. So Khan said he's doing an all-nighter. We're going to be discussing things. So this is going to be fun. But yes. Make sure you guys like. I don't beg for likes. So if you guys like, I know Chris Cruz is airing this video on his channel. So if you can go over to his page, make sure you subscribe to his page. You already have to subscribe if you are in my comments. I changed that up just because I figured I better make you guys do something. If you want to talk, just subscribe. It doesn't matter. You don't need to be a channel member. If you want to help support me, you don't need to. I appreciate every single one of you. You guys watch me all the time, and I appreciate every single one of you. You guys have no clue. Now, this is the other question that's been floating around is what slippage should you use? And this one is hard right now because before it was going up really fast. So everybody's like, max slippage. We had people, I think we heard stories of people using 150% slippage last time, like crazy stuff.
What?
Yeah, on PooCoin. I don't know who it was, but I heard stories of somebody using 150% slippage. I know I was on expert mode using 49% slippage when I got mine. My problem is when I had to make the change because I was on Bog Swap. When I made the change over to PancakeSwap, I was freaking out because I'm like, I got to get in, it. And I put all my Safuu in one swoop, which I should not have done that. And that caused me to further delay because my first transaction reverted. And then I went to 2,000 Safuu and then did my transaction on 3 different occasions, and it worked like a charm. So you shouldn't have those issues anymore. I think with a little lower slippage, you should be able to get away. What that number is, you got to do whatever you feel comfortable with, because I can't tell you what to do, because if it reverts and you said, oh, the Greek said he's doing this. No one's going to come at the Greek with this. Do your research, feel comfortable with what slippage you want to do, play around with settings. Like, I started trading meme coins and doing some stuff on the side, and I was testing out expert mode with small money in meme coins just to practice for Esco launch. So that's how I'm taught. That's how I did my research. And I'm not saying trade meme coins. No, I'm just saying do whatever it is, try different settings, see what you're comfortable with, because only you have to live with your decision on what you put. Now, Greek, where do I see the BNB Esco and Safuu price at launch? The Esco app is going to have both of it. I don't know if it's going to populate right away or if it's got to read. It might take like a few minutes to read and get everything going. But Deck Screener right away, all you'll type in is Safuugo, or you'll put in the contract address, and it will give you, when you put in all the pools, like it will say BNB, wrap BNB, and then it will have a BUSD. Like if you go put Safuu in Deck Screener right now, you guys can do it yourself, and you can see that it has multiple pairings. And you can just pick one and then open another tab and pick the other pairing, and then you'll see the price. And what I like about Deck Screeners, I have it at work, and when it's in your tabs, it actually will show the price in the tab. So you don't really have to have it like looking at the chart. You could just see the price really just looking at your tab. So it's kind of a cool thing about Deck Screener. Teddy One's looking forward to this weekend again. I am. I hope Brian doesn't move anything. I was supposed to hang out with my friends on Saturday night. I canceled with them. I said, sorry, I got to make a whole bunch of money. You guys are just going to have to wait. I'm golfing Saturday morning. I was going to golf Sunday morning. Now I cancel golf Sunday morning because this is important. So I'm giving up a lot, people. A lot. No more add-on liquidity. No, he's not going to do the plea agreement. There's no need to do it with the pools the same way. He had to do it before because without it, some stuff could get drained because it just was needed before. I agree with this move. It's really not needed at all. Man, I'm so behind in comments like always. So the Safuu Esco price with the lower supply of Esco should do what the first launch and moon quicker, right? That is correct. So that should moon quicker, that side. The Safuu is going to be the more volatile side. Now, it's not going to be as, well, who knows? It's 5,000 supply now. So I can't say that it's not going to be as quick, but with the limits, it should help. So if it's going to be fun. So that's why I say it's kind of hard to play both pools at the same time. So have a friend, have a buddy, and so you have somebody. Stevie45, new member from Prado. Love you both, though. Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming over here, watching me. Hopefully you gain value. That's what I try and bring is value. If you don't see value, go watch somebody else. That's fine. But hopefully I bring the value that you guys are looking for. And that's the whole goal. See, everybody wants to know the slippage. The slippage is the toughest thing to just, I wish it was like a magic number. You put 5%, it's going to be gold. You're going to make it. You know, I wish it was that easy. In God we trust. Thank you, Greek, for going to church and praying for all of us. Yeah, it was my mom's aunt's 40-day memorial. So we were there in church, and then I'm in the back looking at my phone. I got Compton blowing me up, and I go, Compton, I'm in church. He goes, oh, Prado's in his Discord. I'm like, of course Prado's in his Discord on stage. And then Compton's like, pray for us, brother. Pray for us.
We'll take all the prayers we can get.
Yeah. So let's see if we can help some people. Tate Sonar. What I'm not quite seeing is what price will a Safuu that I currently hold show is in my MetaMask after launch. It will show whatever the price is in the pool it's in, which is the Safuu BNB pool, which is not. So it will show that price. So and it hopefully will be going up and to the right and making you very happy. If you choose to go to Esco, you will hopefully get a lot and be happy too. Play it right. But it's going to show the price of the pool you're in. Yeah, so one thing this is actually a good point because everybody always calls it, I'm buying Esco. You're not buying, you're just swapping one token for another. So when you call it buying, it's like you're swapping. So it's just, So it's just like 1 and 2. Yes. Except the goal of 1 and 2 is to get more 1. Right? That's the current goal. But 1 and 2 is going to get a lot more exciting when they get this Esco pairing, because now you got Esco 1, which is could drive the price of 1 up a ton, which then drives up the price of 2 a ton because the liquidity pool is of equal. So it's going to get awfully exciting once you guys get that other pairing.
Yeah.
And like I said, like I bought into 2 a little bit high. Compliments to blame. I'm kidding. And then I'm like, at this point, I'm like, I'm just going to leave it in, see what happens, play the game.
Yeah. I mean, there's only a 40,000 supply, supply. So
we probably could trade it back and forth, but we just haven't.
It's all good. A lot of people haven't. I feel like I'm the only person that's benefiting from it. No, there's been a few people.
No, don't say that. CEO saying he's the only one benefiting from. No, I'm kidding. So has it been working out playing the swings? Have you been, because that's good practice actually for Esco. So like,
I was just thinking that, you know what it teaches you to do? It teaches you to actually take profit, because I have never done that before. So
hard crypto to do. I will attest to that.
Yeah, when you actually learn to take profit, it is a game changer. Holy crap. But when I said that I'm benefiting, what I'm doing is I'm playing the arbitrage game here between 1 and 2. So it's like whenever I see the price of 2 is low, I swap 1 for it. And then when the price of 2 goes up, I swap it back to 1. And now I've accumulated more 1 tokens from doing that. And it just takes watching it a little bit. So it's teaching me how, because this morning was the only time I've made profit, honestly, so far. But I made a lot of it because the price of 2 token actually went up to like 4.7 1 tokens at one point, and I caught it when it was still like at 4.5, and I just sold.
I gotta watch this.
I sold all I had, and I made like 351 tokens, so that was pretty cool.
It's not bad. Yeah, but you really have to keep track of both. Like I'm saying, when this all goes live, you have to keep track of both assets. You can't just be like, I'm going to hold once. If you're holding Esco, that's fine. For anybody who's wondering, what if I just want to buy and hold? Hold, rebase, good. When it comes time to swap out, when you want to take profit, that's when you choose which pool you want to swap into so you get the best rate. Obviously, you're not going to swap into the lower priced one. You're giving up money. So you swap into the higher price. So you can just hold and not worry about this if you want. That's the great thing about it. So people have always come in my comments are like, if I don't want to play the arbitrage game, do I have to? And I'm like, no, if you don't feel comfortable doing something, don't do it. Like nobody's forcing you to play arbitrage or do it. Just know when it comes time to take your profit, how to take and maximize your benefits. That's one of the positives about it.
Can I ask another rookie question here?
No rookie questions, because you're probably helping out a ton of people in the comments.
Cool. Yeah. How are we bypassing the taxes when we're swapping the Safuu for Safuugo?
Because technically you're just sending Safuu and putting it in a liquidity pool and getting out tokens. So it's just sitting in a liquidity pool. So it kind of skirts the taxes. So because
I mean, with 1 and 2, I'm just thinking, because whenever you swap your 2 for 1, you are paying the 2% tax.
Yeah, you're still paying. You're paying the tax of the token you're swapping. So you're paying when you go into Esco, it's 1% swap tax. So that's what you're paying. You're paying that tax for Esco, 1%, 1.5%. But as for, because it's sitting in a liquidity pool there paired with it.
Oh, I got it. It doesn't register
because the tax is only attributed to swapping it for the BNB side. It's only like attached to that. It's a weird, it's kind of like there's rules, and then this is the way to skirt the rule.
Yeah.
I didn't really get it at first, but it does. It holds true.
Cool.
Fourth gen of Jerome. So can one wallet buy one with BNB and one with Safuu? No. I mean, you can. You can buy with it, but like with the limits, it will read that you already have one Esco in your wallet and won't let the other transaction go through. So what you want to do is if you have BNB and Safuu, you want to have two wallets, and one wallet will just be the Safuu side. Let's say you have a friend who can help you out. They'll swap. They'll get their one for the first 5 minutes. You get your one for the first 5 minutes with your BNB. Now you're done. Now you have the timer go off for 5 minutes. Second 5 minutes come, you had a 1.5, and you keep doing that until you get your 25 on each, as long as you have enough money to afford it. And who knows what the price is going to be at that point. That's how it's going to work. So you can't do it with the same wallet because it will read that you have one in your wallet already. So for those not swing trading or doing ARB, what do you suggest? Well, Gypsy, here's your options. You hold, you rebase. You hold the one side, and then you see it go astronomical. Let's say we get a God candle. Okay, not saying a God candle is guaranteed, but let's say you got one of those God candles and you saw it last time and know what it looks like. Okay, and this thing goes up. You could just sell into the same pool just like you normally transact on PancakeSwap. Like, you just buy in with BNB and you sell in BNB. Same in and out, same pool. Never even knew the other pool existed. Never even had to do any ARB. Or you can play the arbitrage game. There's a lot of options here. Now, if you believe in this super long term, and you're like, I'm just going to get a couple because one coin will rebase 37 Safuugo for the year. And you're like, if I want to hold this for a year, and I believe that with the AI bringing it down to 5,000 circulating supply, and at the end of the year, I'm going to hold 37 for every one I have in my wallet today. And you want to play that long game, feel free to play that long game. And you could end up being very happy, but we don't know what the future price holds. So there's a whole lot of options here. And that's what makes it exciting. It's like for every single person, for the traders, there's good stuff that can happen. People like to come in and trade. You want volume, because if nobody's transacting your token or doing stuff, it's kind of just sitting in limbo. So you're constantly can have opportunities with Esco.
I gotta go, guys. Thanks for having me, Greek.
Nope, not allowed. All right, guys, if you haven't already, go check out Oliver's YouTube. If you want to learn more about 1 and 2 token, go check out their Discord. I'm sure Biz is going to throw the link down. Please go check it out, because they are going to be a partner with Esco, and it's going to be fun and exciting. So make sure you check them out. And it's always good having you, Oliver.
Thanks, brother. Thanks for having me, man. See ya.
See ya. So John Cano, question is, still zero tax on Safuu transfers between wallets. That is correct. No tax. So you can trade to as many wallets. Get yourself prepared right now for that. There is Esco transfer tax. It's only 1.5%. So keep that in mind. Now, this has been one thing. Everybody asked me how PancakeSwap is going to read, what you're going to do. So when we input the Esco amount in the bottom field, you're going to want to do that first. And you input 1, and it will I think it would probably give you. So if you put in 1, you're going to get like 98.5% of 1. So you're going to end up getting, like 99, whatever it is, 0.15 less, 0.015 less. So you're going to get less when it finally goes through. It takes the tax out of the token you're getting. So that's how that's going to work. So if you put 1, then you'll be able to do another buy for 0.015 if you want to, or you can just leave the 1 and just go with it. But I don't think it will allow 1.015 to go through, compensating for the tax. I could be wrong. Hopefully, if Brian's still watching and he wants to correct it, I don't think it will let it go through, because, or maybe it will. Who knows? If you want to try, you can always. Here's what you can do. You can buy it for the first 5 minutes, see what it does, and then now for the next 5 minutes. Who's CPT? Who's CPT? Who we got?
You know who this is.
Compton, what's up?
Yeah, it's Compton.
I forgot I gave him the link.
Oh, that's some stuff, dog.
Man.
Oh, I wanted to acknowledge the fact that Crypto Terry did his first live yesterday, and Compton actually was the very first comment. 100%. He was the first one. I screenshotted and everything.
That's right.
I swear he lives for being first.
He does.
He lives. It like gives him that energy. He loves it. And then he talks crap to those who don't get first. He loves
And
it.
I'm going to be first in SGO again. So I don't worry about that.
So what's your plan, Compton? Tell us.
So here's my secret sauce.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Do your own research.
There you go.
Well, Gypsy gets a good point here. With this new setup with limits and time limits, etc., is there more of a chance for everyone to get at least one Esco? Yes. Everyone should get one Esco. If you don't, it's because you dropped the ball or did something. You weren't paying attention. You were probably sleeping, taking a nap. 7 o'clock hit. You wake up. You're all tired. It's a third 15-minute session and third 5-minute session, and now you can buy 5, but you only have $10 of BNB, and you're like, oh, no. That's failure to prepare is preparing to fail. That's the only way I believe somebody doesn't get one Esco. Unless like 100,000 people came and all wanted to buy one Esco at the start, obviously then. So I shouldn't say there's no chance, but it would be something crazy for you not to at least get one. And Dino Rex Gaming, this makes me hold my Safuu. First time I bought Safuu, it was 290 USD per Safuu. Yeah, I think I was like 180 my first buy. Yeah, really high. And then it just kept going down. So somebody's saying input less than one Esco to be safe if you have enough funds to cover price movement. Yeah, always have excess funds. Don't go in there with exact amounts or you will get your transaction reverted, probably. Good evening, everybody. Please, I have Safuu. How do I swap it for Esco, please? When 7 o'clock Central Standard Time comes on Saturday, whatever date, what's the date Saturday? Who knows? I don't even know dates. The 4th, 3rd, whatever date it is. I think it's the 3rd. You will then take your Safuu, put that on top, put your Esco. You're going to want to put one Esco because that's all you will be able to get for the first 5-minute window, and click swap. And then hopefully you get that one Esco, and then hopefully Esco shoots up to the moon. Hopefully we get Prado numbers, 5,000 to 8,000. I heard him saying today. Those are his predictions. I really don't like giving predictions because nobody knows where this is going to go. And especially if people start arbitraging, that trading is going to drive down pricing. It's going to lift one end and it's going to be a swing. So it's going to be wild. So expect for some craziness. But if you're just holding, then yeah, that's how you get it. And it is such a blessing to get a second chance for everyone. Yes, it is.
That's right.
And I said it was a blessing because if this had gone through, we would have been in trouble before if people were allowed to sell because one wallet held 40% and that could have drained Esco. It would have funneled. Obviously, the only way to sell last time was into the Safuu liquidity pool. So it would have taken, he had like 170 million worth in value or something, 140 something million. Who knows what it was? It was just an astronomical amount. Obviously, he couldn't pull all that out. But by the time he got to the Safuu pool, he could have pulled a lot out and hurt a lot of people with one swoop. And so, one other thing, I know people are saying if selling was on that the candle still would have been going up like that. No, it would have had to come back down to earth and you would have seen stuff like this going on. It would have been more, and yes, Richard Hudman's the one who used 150 slippage and got 14 Esco. So, and he used PooCoin. So there is options. I'm not saying go 150, but he did. And that's awesome. I'm glad that Kryptonian and Jason with the rest of the team kissed and made up. Yeah, I spoke with Kryptonian and he's bullish. I mean, he cannot be more bullish about the blockchain now. And I'm not just saying this. He's actually very bullish about the blockchain. As you see, Property Flex is now on the project listings page. He's excited, ready to go. He's very, very, very bullish. Me and him had a hour-long conversation today, and he's excited. And it was good to feel the passion again from Kryptonian. So I'm actually very, very excited. He's back in the Discords, and ours back in the Discords. Conformant's got his roles back. Chris Cruz hasn't got banned yet, so we're good. Compton,
Give me time.
Compton, they just don't ban Compton because he's always just taking screenshots, sending them to the Greek, and that's what he does. He wakes me up every morning. I don't know why you're even up when at the times you're texting me.
Banned from where?
That's right. You're not banned yet. You're a good boy. You're doing good.
Trying to ban me from where? From the Discord?
Yeah.
So everyone go to postchain.com, postx.com.
I knew you were going to. It's just a matter of time before you bring up Pulse Chain. For all those who are getting friend requests, I've had a lot of people reaching out to me saying, did you send me a friend request on Discord? I will never friend request you first. There is a fake Greek number 5355. If somebody with that number messages you asking to be your friend, it's not me. Okay. There's only one Greek, and that's not me. So there's a fake Greek out there. Be safe. There's going to be a lot of people trying to scam you. There's going to be a lot of contract addresses thrown out. Don't send money to a contract address. You know the time. He's giving you the time. He's giving you the playbook. He said when he's going to release the contract. It's going to be either tonight or tomorrow. You're going to have it a day in advance. So don't fall for anything when somebody says, I got the Esco. A few people did last time, and it's heartbreaking because no matter how much I try and do here, there's still people fall. And Chris, it's good seeing the rebasing vol. We're in gamma. Like I almost like we're in gamma, and everybody just lets that go. It's just like I've almost let it go, and it's exciting. So blockchain's coming sooner. The next stages, the DApps, that's all been worked on in the past. They're doing all that stuff. So we are getting close. They still say Q2, and right now we are. I don't even know what the hell date it is. Is it June yet? Yeah, June 1st. So we're within. This is the last month of Q2. So get excited, people. Get excited because the blockchain is coming. And the Vulcan says, when you swap Safuu for Esco and the Safuu Esco LP, is it better to swap Esco right away to BNB? The price will go down to equal the Safuu, or should I hold it until Esco price go up? You have to determine what price you want. Okay. Like, I don't know what price you're going to get in at. So it's hard to say right away. If there's a discrepancy and you can see an opportunity, like let's say BNB jumps up to $100. Okay. BNB side jumps up to $100. You got in at $10 and you got 10 Esco. And you're like, oh, I can flip those 10 Esco right now for $100 price. You might take that. Somebody else may be like, no, why would I want $100? I want $1,000. Now you can hold it in this pool and say this pool may get to the Safuu side may get to $1,000 and then sell into the Safuu side or swap into the Safuu, or you can be like, I'm waiting for BNB. So you have to pick your points, what you feel comfortable with. Just look at the charts and just make your own informed decision. I wouldn't swap right away. The only time you swap right away is if you're coming in like after the fact when it's kind of settled down. Let's say you see an arbitrage opportunity. Let's say this one side's $25 higher. And you see that opportunity right away. You want to swap in right away and swap over in one swoop. So as you do the transaction, as soon as it goes, you flip it and you change your asset and you're good. So that's how the arbitrage, it's got to be fast. So that could be the way to go after the fact. Like once things settle down and you see the arbitrage opportunities, you got to be quick. But at first, I'd wait to see it because now they're opening at the same time. So it's not going to be like huge right off the bat. Just see where things are going. And really, you don't want to be arbitraging for the first 30 minutes anyways. I think you want to let the free market take their reins before you start saying, okay, I'm going to start selling. Because to me, it's just kind of crazy. Christian Chamberlain, my buddy, we went and we golfed together. He came down to Chicago. We actually golfed. He hit a lot more water than he needed to, but he had fun nevertheless. Greek, you're always awesome, bro. Thank you for this live video, which is your preferred way to jump into Safuugo. Are you going Safuu Esco or BNB Esco route? Always learning from you. Thank you so much. Well, before this live, I was talking with somebody, and I found somebody. We're going to just pool our assets together. One of us is going to be buying on the BNB side. One of us is going to be buying on the Safuu side with our assets, and that's how we're going to run it. So I'm doing both. Obviously, to do that, you need somebody you trust. So this is somebody I trust a ton. And that's how we're going to do it. Now, it's harder to do it yourself because you have to have them in separate wallets, and then you have to have separate devices. So if you have two devices, like I know you do, you have two cell phones. If you have one in MetaMask on each wallet, you can just go in on PancakeSwap on each device and do it at the same time, and that would help. So I'm doing both, but I know some people don't have both assets. Obviously, you need both assets to make it worth your while. If you only have all your money in Safuu, obviously you're going to go on the Safuu side. If you have only BNB, you're obviously going to go on the BNB side. But if you have equal parts both, and I'm not saying sell Safuu to do it, because now you're paying 16% sell tax. So if you don't have BNB, don't sell Safuu right now to get BNB to then go in. That doesn't make sense to me. Okay. Because just my opinions, not necessarily truth, but it's my opinion on the matter. Thank you so much, Christian, for the super chat. And thank you for always watching and being a channel member of mine. Andre Pop, bullish. And I'm going to use his words. Every video of mine, he says, let's spread the word on Twitter. So go out, go tweet, let people know what's going on, because this is going to be huge. Don't sit silent. We all have a part to play. Marketing's free, word of mouth from us. We are the best marketers of everything. Okay. I can sit here till I'm blue in the face, talk till I'm blue in the face, but I can only reach 1,000 people. Let's say this video gets 1,000 views. I reach 1,000 people. I teach 1,000 people how this is going to work. But you guys can each tweet and then reach 10, 20 people, each of you. And now our reach is exponential. And that's what we want to do. So go out, tweet. And Andre Pop always says to tweet. Does it matter if it's the same wallet, different account? If it's a different account, that's a different wallet address. It's just going to pull what's in that wallet address. So that's good. If you have like 6 wallets under your MetaMask, you're fine. They all count as a different wallet address. So you're really good, Slippage. Now, what amount in BNB would I need to input into PancakeSwap for 1 Esco? That nobody can tell you, because it's going to be changing constantly. So just put 1 Esco on the Esco side and it should auto-populate the BNB you need. And here is the 1 token Discord Oliver was on. And here's their website. So go check them out, like I said. PancakeSwap will be open to buy. It should be on BogSwap. It should be on PooCoin. PooCoin worked last time. It never routed for BogSwap, but that was due to the issue of them turning it off and different various mechanisms. So BogSwap should be open. So use whatever you're comfortable with. Nobody can say what's the best one to use, because last time people were able to get a lot using different avenues that I didn't even think possible. PooCoin, I didn't think people were going to use, and people got more than me on PooCoin. So there's different ways to play the game. No right or wrong way. You just got to find out what works for you, what you're comfortable with, because at the end of the day, comfort will give you more speed, and speed is key when trying to get the most. If we can get in, Danny E says, if we can get in sometime within the first 5 minutes, could you try at least guess how many Safuu would take to get 1 Esco? That's going to be tough. That's going to be tough, because the first one, it's going to price it at 1-to-1. Now, the second one, who knows how many are coming in, and it's going to be flying. It's going to be changing exponentially. So it's trying to get in quick. It's going to go up quickly. It really is. But it's I can't tell you how fast, or even try and make a guess. Let me see if I have a chart, or a Bitcoin makes some good charts. Let me see. No, I didn't screenshot it, so I don't have it on me. But yeah, there's charts. He shares them. If you want to ask in the Safuugo Discord, or a Bitcoin charts, and you can look it up. It gives you some sort of idea. Now, of course, not everything follows it to T. Not everything is like, because if you could plan everything out, then everybody would obviously just wait for a plan to happen if it was guaranteed. So nothing's ever guaranteed. So it's just kind of guidance. So just basically keep that in mind. Do you think the buy limits take rebasing into consideration over the first 30 minutes? They may, because it is rebasing every 15 minutes. So 15 minutes in, you're going to rebase a little. So it will show more in your wallet balance. That is I never even thought about that, but yep, it will take in rebasing. So, but it shouldn't be too much. Like, how much are you going to rebate? Well, it is a whole lot, I guess, because I forget the percentage is pretty high. One Esco earns you 37 over the year, which is 37,000%, right? Maybe I'm wrong.
What do you guys think the price will be after the first 5 minutes?
Probably the 50, $60 range on the BNB side. It's got a thicker liquidity pool. And then I see maybe lower on the BNB side, but I don't want to be like sworn into this. But the Safuu side, I could see being somewhere maybe 2 to 3, 400, 500. It could get that depending on how fast people are coming in, how many people. Obviously, the Safuu side is going to be a lot quicker uptick than the BNB side. But
we just have to put a timer, right?
Yeah. So you have to have your own timer. So if you're with a group of friends, as soon as 7 o'clock hits and trading goes live, you start a 5-minute timer. As soon as that goes off, then you start using the new amounts. Brian said he's going to do that. Maybe he'll make it easier where he'll have the DApp or it will count down to the next 5-minute window. That would be cool, but he doesn't have to. I mean, part of the advantage is having people who are actually doing their due diligence to like set their own timers and be on their game. It gives them an inherent advantage. And in crypto, you gotta be your own, your best friend. You got to help yourself a little. You can't just rely on, oh, I was never told the 5 minutes was up, because then you're already missing the boat while others are taking the boat. It's the same thing with the contract address. People thought because it was out there prior that it ruined everything. The fact is when you deploy a contract, it's common knowledge on BSC scan. So some people do their research, they find things, they were able to see that it was from the Safuu deployer wallet. They were able to go in and be fine with it. And others just, I'm waiting, never. But if you don't, so I'm just saying, you got to be out there, you got to be your own best friend, and you got to do the work that it takes to get any advantage you can get. So if you're on the day of, if people are asking you what slippage you're using, don't give out free information. I'm not saying don't help people, but like teach them where to buy, teach them how to buy. But as for these technical questions, nobody knows the right answers to, and you could be held liable to them. And I don't. So will the Esco charge a fee to transfer to a different wallet? It's a 1.5% transfer tax between wallets. Fowler's in the house. He says, yo. Jamie R says, I already have alarm set on my phone for start in every 5 minutes. That's exactly that. Exactly that. He's already on his game, He's already on his game, and that's what I like to see. Rush 2017. Hello, Chris, Con, Compton, and Greek. So I'm probably towards the newer comments, which is good because I've actually done good for once in my life. Ari Diesel says, Greek is on fire. First Prado, LOL. Yeah, why do people keep comparing me to Prado? I don't know why. Prado's his own guy. He just does what he wants, when he wants, how he wants. And no one can stop him. Yeah, Prado's crazy.
And you're better looking.
Well,
and taller.
Way taller. Yeah, Prado's always looking up to the Greek. And then the Greek's always looking up to Brian Legend because that's just how it was. Brian's tall as hell. Like, Prado's up to my shoulder and I'm up to Brian's shoulder. So it's like, really, it's like a perfect staircase. It's going to be like our chart. Perfect staircase.
So Prado's like a leprechaun.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't see any pictures of Prado next to Brian. I haven't seen that.
That's because he meets him at his niece.
No.
I thought you were going somewhere different with that. So the poll has switched a little. We're up to 174 votes. That is impressive. Holy crap. I've never had that many votes on any poll I've ever done. So will you be going into Esco with BNB, Safuu, or both? BNB is at 25%, Safuu 22%, and both is at 53%. That's a pretty good sample size there. Stay High wants to know when's GDG token. You talking about Greek token?
Is
Greek
that the
token?
Greek?
That's not my symbol. I don't know what the heck that is. But yeah, Greek token. I've said I'm waiting. I'm not trying to force something on the community when no one's getting wins right now. And that's not saying that wins aren't coming, because they are. We got Vulcan coming. I just want people to be able to enjoy the fruits of what we've been putting our passion and our labor in for the last 8 months. So we need Esco profits to come in. We need Vulcan profits. I want people to start collecting. I want to see Vulcan like have its heyday work. And then I can release my community token where I don't feel like I'm imposing on the community, because I know people are going to be like, I want to buy it, but I want you guys to use profits and make it a fun community token, something where like now in this live, if I just felt like it, I'd be like 100 Greek token giveaway, because I can. So that's kind of the Greek token. And I'll stay high. Greek DeFi Guru token. Okay. Yeah, it's just going to be called Greek token.
Oh, okay.
Or if Barry gets his way, it's going to be yogurt and
Barry
yogurt token. And he had a good good acronym for yogurt. I screenshotted it. Yield optimization gaining ultimate returns technology. Sounds official as hell.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
It sounds like something that I need to check out the white paper and get involved.
Yeah, I have no clue. He just came up with that acronym. I have no
It sounds like you've been listening to too much Brian Legend.
I know.
As everything has to be an acronym.
So Jackal says Greek or Chris? Rookie question. I'm confused. Are the actual pairs Esco and Safuu and Esco and BNB? Yes, there's 2 actual pairs. There's 2 different liquidity pools. It's not just something on PancakeSwap.
2 different contract addresses. What?
Who said that?
I mean, technically.
Well, no, they have the same contract address.
Well, yeah. Well, there's different pools. Yeah.
Yeah, different pools. Yeah. I was like, if you have 2 different contract addresses,
I was like, holy shit, I didn't even think we're
going to have really bad mess ups, because people are going to be like,
oh no.
Fowler says he would love to come on, but this AC is too loud. Yeah, I have to shut my
understand
AC
completely.
off, so now it's getting really hot in this basement. Kelly Productions, laughing aloud. You're at the newer ones because you skipped a ton, but how can you actually keep up with all the comments from all the different channels? I'm dizzy just thinking about it. You are correct. Yes, I have to skip down to the bottom, because if I go, what ends up happening is I find this happens. I start reading all the ones in the middle. You get a bunch of people talking between themselves. Then you're like, oh, I got to get towards the bottom, or else I'm never going to catch up with anything. And then new stuff comes in, and then when super chats come in and bring them up, it scrolls it all the way down to the super chat when it brings it up. So now I'm just totally lost, and I forget where I was. So if I skipped any of your comments, questions, concerns, you can always just add them in right now, and I'll get to them. Hopefully. Let's see. Do we got any?
Look at Rush 2017.
This one?
Yeah. I would not do that, Rush, if I was you.
Do you think it would be worth the effort to multi-hop Safuu to BNB to Esco to route through BNB, or just stay with Safuu? It's, to me,
the tax.
To me, it's not worth it because of the tax. You're paying 17.5% tax. And unless you can get 17.5% more Esco doing that, but every single, I don't see it worth the effort. If you're thinking of doing that, I wouldn't do it. That's my personal opinion on it. I just wouldn't do it. I would just try and be in with Safuu and go in fast. Otherwise, if you're really going to go that route, rather than multi-hopping, which could slow down your transactions and end up getting you worse price on Esco, not saying it will slow down your transactions, but at that point, it would probably be best to sell outright first. Not saying sell. I never want to say the word sell, but sell outright first and just go in on the BNB side and know that you're just playing the one side. You don't have to deal with multi-hop. You can just go in at your own leisure. But I always thought anybody who used the multi-hop before was going to just regret those decisions, because you're giving up a lot of tax. And then not only the tax, you'll then have to use higher slippage to account for the tax. Then with the higher slippage, you might get a worse price, Get front run. There's a whole lot of shit there. Stuff. Whole lot of stuff. I let one slip. What do you think Safuu price would be during this, or how could Safuu itself get to? How high could Safuu? Right now, technically, like Safuu's undervalued. I'm going to say it. It's 100% undervalued. It should be going up. But the problem is every time we get to $1.30, people just say, I want to sell. I want to sell. I want to sell. And I can't blame them. If people want to sell and they want to take their money, go ahead. Take your money. If they don't feel comfortable, if they know, because one of the thing is, not everybody's going into this for Esco. So you got to look at it like that. So you're thinking, well, if I was a person holding Safuu right now, and I'm not planning on going to Esco, and Esco's undervalued, that's like giving them a playbook, right? So they're waiting for pumps, and then they're just going to sell into the pumps. It's like, that's just smart logic on somebody who's not playing the Esco game, and you saw that a lot of time last time with what JMass was doing. A lot of people gave him crap, but actually, if you think about it, he was right. With only having one pool, where were all the sells going to go into? Safuu's side. So he took it upon himself to do it prior to everybody else doing it when the pool went live. Obviously, the pool never went live and it didn't work out. So it made him look like an ass. But it was a sound decision. And actually, once you think about it and you know what he was doing, you get, but how high could Safuu get? It just depends how high Esco's going, which way the arbitrage is flowing. And it could go really high. And how long it takes to match, who knows? Greek, let's go. Yeah, and that's going to be the symbol. If I have my way, I don't know how to do any of that stuff. I'll have to ask my developer that I don't have. Ha-he, foo, hey. Whoa. Third time asking this. What would be the price of Safuu in the BNB pool if it's 500 in the... This is impossible to answer. I don't know. It will be obviously higher than 70 cents, $1.30, probably higher than $2, but it depends. If this happens right away in the Esco pool, it's not going to go up right away. It's going to take some time to level out. So it just depends how fast it happens. If like a month from now, the price is 500 Esco and Safuu's not going to be sitting at $2 or $3, I can tell you that it's going to be a lot higher. So it just all depends when it's happening. Theoretically, they should be pegged, but like theoreticals happen in your mind. Theoreticals only happen once things happen, once practice happens, once the free market happens. So theoretically, they should be equal. Now, that may take some time. Obviously, there's taxes involved, 16%. So it could essentially be 16% lower. But theoretically speaking, they should equal out. How long it takes, I can't guarantee that. So I know this question everybody wants to know. And the reason people want to know this is there's that group of people that says, well, I don't even want to go into this. I just want to hold my Safuu. And if it's pegged 1-to-1, because all they hear is the 1-to-1, they think, oh, if Esco's $500, my Safuu's worth $500. I'm just going to sell my Safuu for $500. That's not going to happen because then Safuu's just going to tank if it takes. So it's got to happen at a good leisurely time and balance out so that enough Safuu is in that liquidity pool. So it's out of the BNB pool. So that pool can survive on its own and experience the higher price floor and manage it. So it's going to take some time. Kelly says, I've never done a live, so I wouldn't know, but I believe you. Yeah, it's crazy because, we get comments from, this one's not as bad. I just suck. Okay. Because when you're speaking, I can't read the comments and go. So like a lot of the organization of it is off. So when I'm sitting here looking for comments, it's tough. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Yeah, and this is also a problem, follower. The tough part is slowing down, and then the chat takes off on you. So then you slow down, you get a good talking point, and then all of a sudden, boom, 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 30 questions come in, and you're like, and then a super chat from like Brian comes in, and now you skip down to his super chat, and then you're like, well, where was my place before? But then you see a good question 3 under his super chat, and then you just start going from there. So that happens sometimes too. Yeah, Greek token sounds better. Way better than the worldwide token. And no, I'm not competing with Daniel Prado. I'm going to be a big supporter of whatever it is he puts out, as you guys all should too. And whenever he releases, he says it's going to be game changing. He says it's going to be game changing, but yet he won't even give me the secret sauce yet of his own token. When he won't give the Greek anything. The Greek doesn't know anything. So if anybody's trying to like get stuff out of me, I have no clue. Man, we're now it just skips. It skips. So Jocko wants to know where you find the pools. Deck Screener is one good place. DAP at safuugo.com is going to be, or is it DAP or is it app? Either one. Well, Brian's going to give you the website. When you go there, you're going to see all the pools. It will have all the information. And that's great that Brian did that because it gives you all the information in one spot. So that's really good for everything. And once again, it kicks me down. Crypto Terry in the house. He says, "Hi, everyone. I just got off work." What was he talking about on his live? He's going to eat something next live. What is it?
Chitlins
With
peanut butter.
That guy is crazy.
He is. He is crazy.
I saw him eat jalapeno. What was it? Jalapeno
Tuna and jalapeno
with peanut butter. And then he put hot sauce on it too. I was like, what are you doing? Like, this guy's crazy. I love my peanut butter, but not with that. Like chitlins and man, this guy's nuts.
Well, they said peanut butter pancakes, and I was like, I don't want peanut. But then I forget who it was in the chat was like, put maple syrup on it, and I was like, whoa, wait a minute, peanut butter and maple syrup. Now I could eat that.
Yeah, that sounds actually that sounds good. Peanut butter pancakes with maple syrup would actually be a good mix. Yeah. Crypto Terry would enjoy that too much.
Yeah, but he's actually going to do it live on it next week. I think he's going to do the same time next week.
That's awesome. And what was that? That yesterday, Wednesday at 5 p.m. Central?
5 Central, yeah.
Yeah, so check out Crypto Terry. He's going to do something crazy. I know you guys love madness. He gives it to you. And guys, I just got asked this question through DMs on Discord, so I'm everywhere. That's why I can't even keep track of our own chat. I'm answering questions elsewhere. Do you need BNB or BSC? You need BNB on the Binance Smart Chain, just the same way you buy Safuu now. That BNB is what you will use to get Esco. So, just so everybody knows. Oh, I learned a new word from Greek. Mom, hit. Yeah. I don't want to swear, and I swore. Money and wallet of Esco if you swap in both pools. I think what she's saying, if you're swapping in both pools, the way the contract reads is when you go to buy Esco on the limits, it's going to read how much Esco you have in your wallet. Regardless of what pool you bought it from, it's going to sit in your wallet under Esco. So make sure you know that. So if you're buying from two separate pools at once from the same wallet, and you buy one and the Safuu balance goes through, contract on the BNB side, it's going to read that you already have one in your wallet and reject your transaction. If it's working properly. If it's not, you benefit. Right now, you can't buy Vulcan. You just have to wait for the blockchain to launch. That is correct. Why don't you go in the Discord and ask and tell that to every single person who asked the question, where's my Safuu X at? Because that question got asked today, and me and Prado were having a field day. Oh man, we love it. Prado's like, can you believe this guy? And of course, I'm like, man. And then somebody asked when he's getting a Safuu X, and I go, you're never getting Safuu X. And then he thought I was being a hater, and I'm like, I'm not a hater. It's Vulcan. Greek is foolish. I'm always foolish. I'm never going to stop being foolish. Fowler, sorry we try at you, but sometimes we forget. It's tough to at you. And Fowler is blind, so you guys got to make sure you add him. See? Like now, at Kelly Productions. Man, those tags make a world of difference. They do. I knew he was talking to Kelly Productions. The Fowler token is coming. Everybody with the token.
I'm not going to have a token.
Chris Cruz token. We want it.
That's not going to happen.
The hater bot token.
There you go. I'll do that token.
Teddy One, is there a Vulcan Vulcan update? Am I missing something? Who's asking? Light node update, he's saying. Coming. Maybe he's just expecting one soon. But yeah, there's the good news is light nodes are going to be like as easy as setting up a web page, so it's not difficult, which is a good thing, because I was worried about 1,500 light nodes, and if you have to go through an extensive process. I think we're at like 380 people have KYC'd. NR Legend, who owns like 19% of the network, is not KYC'd yet, so that number is going to really take a drastic uptick when he finally decides he wants to not be
I
lazy.
think he was starting today. I thought he talked about starting today, and from what he was saying, he only has to KYC one for all of them. So
Yeah, I taught him how to do that. So I walked him through, and I told him to call me if there was any issues. So he hasn't called me. So, and Teddy One says, chitterlings with peanut butter. Hell yeah, my idea. Uh-oh. One Discord's going crazy. Who is it? I got to mute. Yeah, Teddy One gives the craziest ideas, and you're going to make him do it. And my name, Jeff. When the timer hits 0 for the initial launch, will the swap button light up or something? I don't think it's going to light up. Well, it should. Actually, it should. It should.
Yeah.
You might have to refresh your page on PancakeSwap, but it should light up and it will say swap. And then at that time, you're going to have to approve your transaction. And just like you did last time, first thing is to approve. Remember, that's not buying anything, so be quick. And then that's it. Fowler says, chitterings, no peanut butter. Peanut butter and maple syrup is awesome. I agree. Speaking of that, I'm going to have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich after this live. Yeah, and peanut butter pancakes does sound bomb. Imagine
Yeah,
like
I'm having
a
them
big greasy
Sunday,
cup of
actually.
syrup.
I plan on having those Sunday. I told my daughter about it and everything like that. So
Peanut butter and old sardines.
well, you know what? That's enough.
Now we're getting crazy.
Yeah.
So Jackal says, Greek, thank you. I thought it was going to be on the DAP, and I've been trying to get this answer for the last 3 days on Prado's live. He probably doesn't answer me because I'm a Trumpster.
Well, that could be. But he does. I guess he tries to answer all this. He does.
He tries. Yeah, it's gonna be on the DAP. You're gonna be fine. You'll be able to see it there, or you can ask questions. Fowler says 8-ball token. Ooh yeah.
Yeah.
Sky High. Vulcan kind of launched last week of June. Pride was wrong. It's the best time ever that Pride was wrong. We are so happy that Pride was wrong. I'm happy that he's wrong. Now, this is going to be, now I get what you're asking, because you want to know what the price is in your wallet. And it's going to be tough because it's got multiple pools. I never even look at what the value of my wallet says, because to me that's irrelevant. I don't know where it's pulling that data, and by the time you go to swap. So what I like to do for an easy way to do it is, if you never know, is you just go on PancakeSwap, you put in the assets and you see what it says, how much you're getting, and then you go, okay, now I know. Or you go on Dex Screener, you look at the exact price and you just know your token count and you can see. Obviously, if you have whole numbers and you have like 2 Esco, it's easy. Oh, the price is $1,000. I got $2,000 worth. I don't know what it's going to pick up. That's actually a great question. It might pick up because it's on the Binance Smart Chain, the BNB price, and not give you the other pools, which actually I'm going to say that's what it's probably going to do. It's probably going to give you the BNB price value there. And of course, it might take a while to populate that. Some tokens don't show the price right away, or most tokens don't. So it might take some time. Joe Biden fell token. That's awesome. Yeah, Jacko, I feel the sarcasm in his voice when I've mentioned it in his live. I don't know what they're talking about. New web videos. Yes, we talked about this at the top of the hour. Vulcan announcements. Uxie sacrifice has been extended. Or it's the same thing. If $1.5 million gets sacrificed, it's over. But it's still June 10th now. So we got that going. Look at how excited we are now. Just imagine Vulcan launch day. Vulcan launch day is going to be something epic. I'm going to be extremely, extremely, extremely happy. And everybody should be extremely happy. And Slumdog Millionaire is going to wear his "I Want Pride Was Wrong" shirt. It's going to be an epic moment when we get to say Pride. Remember when you said Thanksgiving? Remember when you said Valentine's Day? You were wrong. You were wrong, Pride. And Prado and the Greek were right. Mainly the Greek was right, but Prado just took credit for it as well. Okay. Yeah, we all want Pride to be wrong. And even Pride wants to be wrong. He's said this to me multiple times. He was just looking at the way things were going. And remember, the only assumptions you can make are off the data you're given. And the data we were given at the time he made his assumptions, I mean, he wasn't like going crazy. Like if you don't have gamma out. Now the gamma's out and we see that, you know, the dApps are doing good. The team seems confident. We see rebasing happen. As you can see, the vol balance is going up, you know? Yeah. So he wants to be wrong. Nick Jiang, Greek, I have a decent Safuu bag, but no more powder to add more to go into the BNB site. Should I just stick to the Safuu Esco pool? I will say this, and Brian has said this in a super chat earlier. It is more volatile. You got to ask yourself which one you feel more comfortable with. Now, selling out now and going into BNB, you're giving up 16% of your bag, which is a lot. I can't tell you that it's a better decision, but if you have a decent Safuu bag with limits, you know, you could probably get a lot going in there early on. It should help. It should help. So early on, I think you'll be fine. But you got to just decide if you, like I said, this is what I said earlier, and actually I'll say this. If you have Safuu only, just stick with the Safuu side. If you have BNB, stick with the BNB side. If you have both assets, I wouldn't sell out of one asset because then you bring this thing into play called regret. What if I did the wrong thing? And who knows? Now, you could go in with half your bag into the BNB side, but that would involve you selling now. So you just got to make the best decision for yourself. Yeah, you could swap both pools with one wallet, but once you get that Esco in your wallet, the contract will read it and it will count towards the limit as if it doesn't matter what pool you got it from. So remember that once you get to the one, your limits are hit. And then that puts a kibosh. Fowler says, damn Greek, 10-second ads. Yeah. Because I didn't even know it does that. So that's good. Gypsy, do we need to turn off V3 and multi-hop on PooCoin and Bogged? If so, how do we do that there? I don't use PooCoin and Bogged. I would assume, I don't think there's an option to turn off V3. I think it's only on PancakeSwap. But multi-hop, I think it's there. It would just be in the settings tab. There's a multiple settings, and then you would turn off multi-hop there. PooCoin, I have no clue. I wouldn't even begin to tell you what they're doing.
Somebody's a big fan of PooCoin. I forget who it was. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of things going on and stuff like that. But I think I ran across
Fowler's probably gonna MF PooCoin because he tried and couldn't get on. Yeah,
I tried PancakeSwap. I never even had a shot. It never came up.
Yeah, it never. The reason I went to PancakeSwap is because it had for gas limits when you're trying to beat people and there's no gas limits for the first 24 hours. It's in the white paper. You can put a higher gas on PancakeSwap, but if it didn't populate, it's useless. You know, it's because you can't trade.
Right.
Which is what happened. Fowler says he's going to be right. Pride was wrong. LOL. It was on tape, so we got it.
All right, so let's do shirts that Fowler was right, and then another shirt Pride was wrong, and that Chris doesn't care just as long as it's launched.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's the shirt. I don't care. Neither should you. Vulcan is here.
Yeah, Vulcan is here. That's the shirt right there.
Kelly Productions is so right. Imagine how much Vulcan token should I have to become a millionaire videos from random people a month or two after launch? It's going to be crazy.
How much, Greek? Give me. Greek, how much?
No one can tell you this information. There's not one person in the world. I can just throw out the numbers and what it would be hypothetically. And when I throw out numbers, I throw out attainable numbers, because if you're happy with attainability, you're going to be happy with Protonomics. Okay.
Yeah.
That's just human psychology. I mean, if you're happy with eating a sandwich, you're going to be happy having a gourmet steak, of course, unless you don't like meat, then you're just weird. Okay. Greek, that would be a good shirt idea. I'd buy that and wear it to Vegas. What, the Pride Was Wrong shirt? That'd be cool. Now, Roy Kelly, sorry. What if I buy Esco, transfer it straight out to another, and buy again? Do you think that would work? This is a good idea. I think it would work. But obviously, the contract, the way it reads, yeah, it would work. But you gotta have a wallet ready. You gotta be quick, and you gotta be doing it, and fast fingers. So yeah, it would work. Just it should work. Actually, I'm not 100% certain, but if it does work, you'd have to be quick and everything. The other way is setting up multiple wallets to get around the limit. You just put assets in multiple wallets and do that. Fowler says PooCoin works. This time he's going to make it work. Laugh my on-chain be Vulcan, CoffeeZilla be Volzilla. Yeah, that's true. They'll all turn, and they'll all love us. Will someone create a Biden fell token in the Vulcan blockchain? That would be a hot meme coin. It could. I'm surprised if you go on Pink Sale right now. I guarantee you're gonna start seeing stuff like that.
Yeah, they start off right away.
So Sky High says, let me get something straight. Originally, you only needed to do a transaction to get the flex. Is that over and you have to hit the claim button? That is 100% over. You have to go visit a DApp every single day and hit the claim button in order to collect your flex. If you miss, you don't get that day's flex, and that disqualifies you from the power pool at the end of the month.
Right.
So you want to claim every day, which gives you access to the power pool, so never miss a day. And speaking of that, I have to claim one of my cryptos in 45 minutes when my daily alarm goes off. And so I'm already doing it now. So PooCoin, you have a choice of PCS 1 and 2. Choose PCS 2. Okay. And don't do auto on PooCoin. Okay. So that's good advice. PCS 2, which is PancakeSwap V2. Greekonomics, LOL. You're never going to get Greek. Greekonomics is just truth. You can make I want everybody to know this about numbers. You can throw anything into a calculator and make it show you what you want to see. Okay? So it's only as good as the data you're putting into it. So, of course, if you throw big numbers, it's going to output big numbers, and you're going to be like, oh, look at how much I'm earning. But, that's how much you're earning. That's how the big numbers are earning. So it's like you can make anything. So I like to be just safe. Always have a mindset so you're not thinking penthouse before you even have the outhouse. It's just a good way to go about life. Can Esco price give an estimate of Uxie or Vol will achieve? I would say what it will do is show the power of the community and show what we can do when something new comes out. But as for the price, it's totally different. You're talking about 62 million in circulation for Vol, and Uxie's going to have its own circulate. I forget what Uxie's not set in stone, but it's probably going to be 205 divided by 1.5 million, 300,000 max tokens in Uxie. So this is a good show price appreciation, but it's 50,000 tokens and it's got totally different dynamics. So this one's going to be different. So you're not thinking penthouse before you even have the outhouse. Crypto Terry in the house. Can Esco price give an estimate of Uxie? God, I sound so bad.
What do you mean you sound bad?
I hate my voice.
Oh, I think you sound good. I think you got a good voice. It's
I'll buy a
commending.
Greek euro with a Greek coin. Hey.
There you
It's
go.
gonna be an awfully good. Oh, euro with peanut butter instead of tzatziki. Oh, now that might work. Crypto Terry.
Sounds yummy to me.
How does that sound yummy to you? Like,
I like-
love that sauce. I want
Yeah,
some.
my wife loves that sauce. Tzatziki sauce.
no, tzatziki sauce is amazing, but
Oh, yeah.
replacing it with peanut butter. But you would probably throw tzatziki and peanut butter on it and be like, "Oh, this is great."
I would.
And to
I
me,
would.
that's a yogurt-based sauce with peanut butter. It'd be ridiculous. My
Yeah, my
roommate
wife
said
agrees.
today
My wife
made-
agrees.
my roommate made homemade tzatziki sauce. So I got some in the fridge now.
Oh, nice.
Oh, the homemade stuff. When I went to Greece, my cousins would make it homemade every day. And
Yeah.
it's phenomenal. Homemade stuff is just so much better.
Yeah, I totally agree. We have some neighbors that were Greek, and they hooked us up all the time, man. At the Greek festival too, the church, the Greek festival, the churches, the church knows how to rock, dude.
Yeah, the Greek festivals are amazing. They
Yes.
they mop up. They make bank. And especially like the one in Fort Myers, the church there. I went to my uncle's and he's like, they need help baking cookies. So like me and him went to help all the ladies at the church bake cookies. And we're like, how many cookies we baking today? 6,000 cookies. I'm like, are you guys crazy? These women had like a whole assembly line of like baking cookies. I was like, this is madness. And
Yep.
it's just nuts how much money they make off this stuff. And it's amazing. It's really amazing. And the food's tremendous. I went to one last weekend and then I jumped on the live with you guys after.
All right.
So Kelly Productions say, to be honest, meme tokens bring that volume. I can't wait to see all the meme coins on Vulcan. I hope we get 30 meme coins a day. I want as many meme tokens on Vulcan as we can get. Biden fell down. Trump said huge token. I don't care what the hell it's called. Greek is a moron token. Chris Cruz is the greatest token. We don't care. Just anything that brings volume, brings transactions, brings people to the blockchain. That's what you want. And that's why if Pink Sale is part of a partnership with Uxie, and so you can go on Pink Sale and you can come straight to Uxie afterwards, that's huge. And Crypto Terry is showing his face for the first time on a Greek live.
Thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I should start sending you the link. I just I need to. Are we friends on Discord?
Maybe. I think so. I don't know, man.
Well, if not, add me as a
We
friend
should
so I
be.
can send you the, or I'll send Chris the link to send to you.
It'll work. Yeah.
So Nathan B says an aggregator's benefit is to optimize the trade with price, etc., picking from many dexes for fast trades. Use a dex directly to reduce hops. So he's saying for fast trades, use a dex directly. So for PancakeSwap directly to reduce the hops, aggregator's benefit gives you the best price picking from many dexes. So just know that what he's telling you, and we're talking seconds. You may not think a second matters. You may be like, my trade went through on bogged, but you could have gotten a second better price on PancakeSwap. To you, you have no clue that occurred. It just happened in the background. For you, you're not the wiser, but you could have gotten a better deal somewhere else. Of course, paying higher gas could change all that. There's different things, but that is a good way to put it. And Nathan B always giving the information. He makes me look like a genius up here. He makes my life easy. Very easy.
Yep. He's like the receiver in the NFL when the quarterback throws the ball crazy, and they say, "Oh,
Yeah, he's
the
just like
quarterback threw the
this.
ball only when the receiver could get it." No, the receiver went and got that ball. That's
Yeah.
what he does for you. Yeah.
So this is going to be the best meme token on the Vulcan blockchain. Pride was wrong token coming out launch day. It's going to have epic volume. People are just going to be airdropping Pride. Pride was wrong tokens. And for anybody who doesn't know, Uxie is the cake token on steroids and growth hormones. That's exactly what it is. It's got 300,000 max. We know the supply is going to be 300,000. Now, I get it that there's some split but the supply that's owned by the people and not the DEX or whatever
Right.
the treasury, it's going to be 300,000 because they're capping it at 1.5 million. And I think with Esco profits, we could hit 1.5 million, but who knows? Who knows? Can't guarantee anything. And May Jan says the Gypsy slippage goes up higher. When I was referring to auto, I was referring to the routing. Okay. So they're talking between each other. Yeah, slippage. Once the 30 minutes is up and the limits are taken off, that's when you're going to really need the higher slippage, because that's when the price will go boom. That's when we want that. Yes, I'm going to be on with Prado. We have the 4-hour kickoff. Make sure you guys all tune in to the Greeks channel. You do not go to Prado's channel.
Do not go to Prado. Do not
go to Prado's channel. Just go to the Greeks channel, watch on my channel, and say, the Greek told me to watch from my channel.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be on with Prado. I'm golfing in the morning. It's 1:30. I'm golfing at 8 a.m. my 7:50 tee time. So I should be done and home in time to join that live. It shouldn't even be a problem.
How many holes are you going to do? Just the normal, or are you going to go extra?
18 holes.
It's 18. Not
Yeah,
36?
if I didn't have anything and my friends weren't all married, that's what sucks. Like I go at 7:50 and I'm like, guys, let's go to another course and play another 18.
It sounds like 36. Yeah, 36.
My
right.
wife, this, my kid, this. It's the excuse, and I'm like, let me check my schedule.
Oh,
Go home,
open.
lay down with a dog, watch a movie.
Open. Yes.
What a life! What a life I live, huh? So yes, I'm going to be on with Prado. I probably will be on the whole time this time because I'll already have the contract. I'll be set up. Last time I wanted to relax. I was at work. This time it's different. Greek is married token, followed by Greek wants divorce token, but is stuck and we warned him token.
Slumdog always on
awesome
point, right?
Greek talks to woman token. That would be a shocker right there, you know.
No, it's Greek's mom says Greek up with the Greek woman token.
She's trying. She's trying hard. It's not working though. It's not working.
So will your mom make the prospective Mrs. Greek take the DNA test to keep it even more pure?
No, my brother already. So she was like that. You have to marry Greek.
Right.
You have to marry
We
Greek.
talked about that before,
And
yes.
then my brother got married to, we call it a Xenia, non-Greek. You know, and once she did that,
Caucasian?
she's just like, now she's just like, I don't care what nationality they are. I just want you to get me grandkids.
She wants grandbabies, huh?
Yeah. So it was to the point where I'm like, what if I don't get married and I just have grandkids? She'll be like, I'm good with that. And I'm like, wow, your standards have really come down, mother. Thank you.
So I'll just procreate without being coupled.
Yeah, she's crazy. She's crazy.
Yay, mom.
Slippage can go up to either 300% or 3,000%. I don't know. I don't even know if you ever want to do slippage that high. Yeah, if it can go that high and you want to put it that high, yeah, crazy. Will Pride be there Saturday on that 4-hour special? I think he will. So we should all just like inundate him with Pride was wrong token. So he was backstage with us. He was headed to work. So I think he's listening, but he hasn't commented in a while. So we don't know. We don't know what he's doing. He's at work somewhere. Roy Kelly says, should I keep my Uxie and buy separate Vulcan or swap Uxie for Vulcan? What do you think? Well, you're earning passive income on Uxie. I think it could be good. There's not a lot in circulation. But I can't tell you what you want to do. Obviously, you got to determine. Now, it depends what price Vulcan is. What if you get super early? What if you... I can't really say.
Right. It's just like, how much money do you need? Or
personally, if you have the money for both and you're not, and you want, just keep your Uxie and buy Vulcan, you know. But if it's either or and you don't have excess cash to buy the Vulcan and you don't believe as strongly in Uxie, then go to Vulcan. If you don't believe in strongly in Vulcan and you believe in Uxie, but obviously these two work hand in hand. So you can't have one doing great without the other one doing great. Obviously, if people are using the DEX and swapping and doing a lot of transactions on Vulcan, Vulcan's going to be successful and Uxie's going to be successful. So it's kind of like they work hand in hand together. You can't have like DEX not working good and the blockchain working great.
It's like peanut butter and jelly. It goes perfect together.
That is true. Are you a grape jelly fan or I'm a strawberry jelly fan?
Well, my preference is grape, but I like jams. I like other ones, apricot and strawberry and blueberry, but my go-to is grape. Yeah.
So I get mad because the Uncrustables. I like the Uncrustables.
Yeah.
You know, and the Costco has the big packs, but they only have the grape jelly kind. So I get pissed off. I still buy it.
But just strawberry, right?
My favorite's strawberry.
Not Chris Cruz though. Look out.
Chris Cruz hates strawberry, yeah, but I love
Flavor.
strawberry jelly.
Yeah.
Like I still like the grape jelly, but I just don't like it as much as the strawberry jelly.
Yeah. So I like the Welch's Grape Concord jelly. Yeah.
That's a good jelly, yeah.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite. But dude, peanut butter in most all jellies, it's just like sugar on top of peanut butter. I'm happy with it. So
that's true. You can't go wrong with like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich is gold. I will say that.
What about the contraption? I forget what it's called, but it's like got the peanut butter in it and jelly, and it's like
no, I hate that.
No, it just doesn't. No,
it's disgusting. It's not the same. Nope. They used to have a squeeze tube back in the late 80s, early 90s. That was gross. No,
it wasn't gross for us guys out in the field. That shit was prime.
That's
man.
different. We weren't deprived, and you were. So I get it. No, that was good then, but not back in the States, man.
Right out of the tube, man, and you'd be high all day.
And Slumdog says, how much Uxie do you hold? That could change the matters too. If you don't hold a lot of Uxie, and you're just like, is it worth it? You got to. Now, Robert just says, for the real and purest connection has to come naturally. There's someone out there for everyone. Just like, he's talking relationships. For maximum results, just saying. Yeah, it's tough when I spend all my free time on a golf course and my free time on live streams.
Once Greek hits that second $1 million, all of them to line up, he takes his pick, right?
Yeah, but it is tough because people are like, "What do you do?"
Look at Chris smile. Look at him. I mean, they always say a man's super sexy when he has a big bank account.
Yeah. I mean, that is true.
Sexy.
They come out of the woodwork, Greek. I'm telling you, brother.
It's crazy. The first question they ask me, "What's in your bank account?" I go, "Pennies." What's in your crypto account? And then I'm like, now we're talking. But nobody goes to the crypto.
I always tell them that pennies in my bank account, but then they find out I have a trust, and it's all over from there.
My trust is rich, but my bank account.
My trust is rich, brother.
You ain't touching my trust. It's locked away.
So Kelly Productions says he's coming back. He's going to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, mixing grape with strawberry and a bowl of cereal while watching Hey Arnold. That is a great plan.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with that.
And you can eat that much of that, right, Greek? About that much?
The more sugar, the harder it is, because then my body just says and I get the shakes and I get.
You take insulin then or not?
Yeah.
You take insulin for that or not?
No, it's just the way my body processes the sugar.
Because your surgery, right?
Yeah. I process everything in my intestines, so it just hits me straight, and my body, to fight it, shoots all this insulin, and then it's like I get into this, like, when the diabetics, they start getting the sweats, like that's me. And I can barely walk. I feel weak. And then I have to eat a bunch of protein, which I can't eat it too fast because you got a pouch this big to fit all that stuff in, and it's a problem. It's a problem. Yeah, Reese's peanut butter is the greatest candy. I will say that.
Yeah, I'm down with that. I like the big cup. The big cup. Dude,
obviously, Terry, you like everything. You mix everything with everything, dude.
No. I don't like everything. I will try everything. There's a difference.
Okay.
So what's your least favorite peanut butter concoction that you've done?
Okay. The very least, most horrible thing I ever tried, and you guys will think it's stupid, it's radishes and peanut butter. Because I have a hard time with texture. I like flavor, but the radish texture is this mushy texture, and it gets stuck in your teeth, and I hate the flavor. So the peanut butter gets stuck in the radish, and it's all my teeth, and it's like, oh, it's horrible. I've tried a lot of crazy stuff. But I thought a radish would be easy. I almost threw up the radish, man. I've done sardines. I've done everything.
It's just one of those things that was like, I would never think. Even if somebody said, you should try a radish with peanut butter, I would be like, yeah, you should go climb up a hill or something. I don't know. Like,
well, my kids are crazy. I have three daughters. And they know this peanut butter thing, and I do weird things that I like for real.
Daughters are the ones coming up with these ideas.
Yes, exactly. So
that's even crazier. I
like it on kind of weird stuff, and my daughter's like, we're in vacation, this resort. Hey, Dad, put peanut butter on this thing. I'm like, in this restaurant? This restaurant's like a $500 plate restaurant. I'm like, okay, hey, waiter, you got peanut butter? Because I just don't want back down from a dare. Like I
He's
never
eating a Wagyu steak and he puts peanut
Oh,
butter on it.
really?
Everybody would give him the evil
Yes.
eye, like you're
Dude, I
seriously
will
doing that?
never go eat with you anywhere now.
You know,
What?
I will go
I'll
with
your wife and your daughters, but you're staying home, man. That's
no,
it.
but see, that's the point. They challenge me to do that. You never challenged me to do that, so we give a normal
Yeah,
meal.
you can't turn down. No, he's
butter.
got to show his daughters that
Yeah.
you can't just challenge me and expect me not to.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes,
that's a different. But I will say this: when Vulcan makes it, we'll enjoy our Wagyu steaks, and you can put peanut butter all over that
no,
thing.
I don't want to put it on the steak, but if you challenged me, I would.
I'm going to challenge you.
Then
Okay,
I'll
what
do it.
about peanut butter on fried chicken? There was someone was talking about in the comments the other day.
Yeah, it's
Is that a
good.
thing?
It's a thing. It is. So yeah, it really is a thing. And I've just taken these things and made them bigger. So that's all. Chitlins, though, man. Chitlins, I'm a little scared. I mean, I ain't gonna be lying. And then
It's gotta be scary at first, and then you take a bite and you're like, wow, I never knew this worked.
Right.
Like peanut butter and pasta. Have you tried that?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can probably name most every common food you've tried. I've had peanut butter because I've been challenged. That's why.
So Crypto Man says you think with 200 Safuu could get 1 or 2 Esco. With
Not
the
this time
limits,
around,
it's gonna be
though.
hard to get 2.
Not
You
this
will
time.
be able to get 1 if
Yeah.
you're early. The key is early. You can't sit back. You can't fumble around for contract addresses. You have to have that thing ready to go right at 7 o'clock. Hit a button, and,
Bam.
and go. And then 200 could maybe get you 1, and it's gonna be 1-to-1 at first. So we understand that, but it's gonna go fast. 2 Esco is gonna be hard because with limits you can only buy 1 at first, and that's gonna limit you.
Yep.
So, yes, it levels the playing field for a lot more people. That's what it's doing.
You want to know my secret plan, or should I not say it on?
No,
Say whatever
I
secret
wouldn't
plan.
say anything about secret anything.
Nope.
If it says secret
Peanut butter.
plan,
I'll tell you
I'm
guys.
gonna buy Esco while eating peanut butter.
I'll tell you guys.
Do it on a live stream.
I'll tell you guys back screen my plan.
Okay.
No, I have a plan that works, but yeah.
So Fowler has a great question for me, and he says, "Who was first chat today, Greek?" Fowler, I said this earlier, and I can't even scroll up that high. There's so many.
He's just such a superstar. Superstar.
Yeah, here it was, Fowler. You
Oh,
were
that's
first.
why he asked.
You
Oh,
beat
yeah.
Compton. It says 11:08 p.m. yesterday. You were first, and then Compton at 11:08 p.m. He was first. But
It's
Compton
a tie,
sent me-
homie. But
yeah,
I'm first.
Compton sent me a screenshot that proves different. I have the text to prove that it is different.
So that's Compton. Hey, man, what's up, brother?
Hey, what's up? What's going on with you?
We need to talk sometime. I enjoy your input. We need to talk sometime.
In God we
Thank you,
trust.
sir.
Have you ever
Yeah,
had
you know,
peanut
Father
butter
was
with feta?
fighting me last night about that.
Yeah,
and
he's
I
always
told him
fighting.
that's-
Yeah, I'm like sitting
Yeah.
there ready to go to bed, and I see you two fighting in my comments. I'm like, my live is 24 hours from now, and they're fighting in the comments already.
Well, Daniel's still fighting that Pride cheated on Corks and cryptos.
Prado loves it. He cheated.
He won-
cheated.
he
He
won
gave
the-
every answer.
No, but what we said was put your first 3 answers out there, right? Give 3 answers.
Prado doesn't give that side of the story.
Right. And so Crypto Pride said 1, 2, 3. And then everybody else kind of lagged in slowly. So
Oh, wait a minute now.
we did say
Crypto-
that.
I heard a rumor that Crypto Pride was using Chat GPT.
I heard
I'm
you
just
said that.
saying.
We didn't say how you do the answers. We said up to
He
3
did. He
answers.
came in. He actually missed the first 2 questions, and he was at work, and he came in, and man, he did a pretty good job. He was coming up with all of them.
Pride's getting ready for Esco. He's using the AI technology.
AI.
There he goes. There he goes, that guy.
AI on top of AI, right?
That's ridiculous. Gotta love Pride.
It's who he knows. So
Fowler says,
Fowler.
look at your DMs. Dude,
Uh-oh.
the war is real.
Which
You know
one?
what, Greg? Hold on. Don't look at your DMs. Here's a super chat of $20. If he wants you to check the DMs.
Look, peanut butter and feta
Wait,
cheese.
you want him to super chat me for $20?
Yeah, for you to see your DMs.
Yeah, I
$1.99 that
won't
makes
look
a
at my
cut.
DMs until Compton gives me $20. There,
There you go.
Compton's never given me $20, so we're good.
So do you think Allen Iverson, if he was smart, he could like copyright AI and he could be like all this AI stuff making money or what?
Dude,
Because Allen Iverson is AI. He is the AI,
if he could go back in the day and do that,
right?
he could have made a lot.
The dude was a beast, right?
Yeah. So have you had peanut butter with feta cheese?
Not feta cheese, but I've had it on like 7 or 8 different cheeses. I like feta cheese, so it'd be no big deal.
I do not think there's a chance in hell it would pair well.
I would not ever do okay. Unless challenged, I would do it on blue cheese. I hate blue cheese.
Oh, blue cheese sucks.
Yeah, but if someone challenged me, I'd do it. I might that face, but I would do it. You know, I don't care.
Okay, I got to stop this from even occurring.
Okay.
No, you cannot buy Esco on Binance. Scam. Do not do it.
Yeah,
It's
don't
not the
touch
right
it.
one. It's
No,
coming out
run.
this Saturday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Nobody deals with Mountain Time, so we don't care about all that.
Is that picture of dang it? Is that Pitbull or who's that on Compton's page? Who's that picture of?
Compton.
That's not Compton. Who's that, Compton? That's not you.
That is me. What you talking
When?
about? That ain't no pit bull. I am a pit bull, but
Well, I'm sure
that's
you
not
are,
Pitbull.
but
That's
I
just
thought I
me.
saw a picture and you had
Compton, I just looked at my DMs and Fowler's got a picture where he's first.
Oh, we got some manipulation.
But then you
going
sent
on.
me a picture where you were first yesterday. So this
Oh,
plot
okay.
thickened, dude.
Who sent you the picture first?
Now it's who sent the picture first? That's what's funny. You sent the picture first.
Okay, that's it. End of debate.
But that's funny that he took a picture of it. So, like, you guys arbitrarily both took a picture of who was first to fight each other. It's funny.
Well, who DM'd you the picture first?
You DM me the picture last night, and you're like, "Look at this fool. He's trying to compete with me, bro."
Exactly. So if he's just sending it now, he's too late. Sorry, father.
Oh, look
Go
at
back
him.
to your 8-ball.
Go back to your 8-ball.
Are we all into meme coins?
hate
Yes,
ball.
we are. We are. Yeah, blue cheese. We got cranberry.
Oh,
That's
King Ka-ching.
it. So wait, like cranberry like sauce or real cranberry sauce? Or just cranberries?
Man, now you're getting too specific here.
Well, my wife
King-
makes
King
fresh
Ka-ching
cranberry
is-
sauce for Thanksgiving. Fresh.
King Ka-ching, he missed the Mellifellow's game last week, and he was the 2-week champion.
Oh,
So can one of y'all send King or Chris, can you send King Ka-ching my contacts? We can talk. My personal contact.
Well, I don't.
Do you have his number? I mean, do you
let me check.
because I mean peanut butter goes to everything, even crypto.
even a token. You can peanut butter of the month club, peanut butter
Exactly.
utility. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some Thai food made with peanut butter. I think it's pad Thai chicken. Very good.
Yes.
Or does it have peanuts in it? I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
Kelly Production says, if I get in early, but the argument that memes with no utility 1000x while a project that's been around for years solving real world problems has only done 20x, I can see the hate for meme coins. Yeah, there is. But you like it's all hit or miss with these meme coins. Like everybody just expect every meme coin to run up. So you see Pepe, nobody knows Pepe's going to do what it's doing, and then it goes up and people start FOMOing in, and then you got 9,000 Pepis after the fact, and everybody tries to play those, and then they give meme coins this bad name.
And they get hurt. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you have to play them strategically and don't invest more than you can lose, obviously. And yes, you got to get in early on a meme coin.
I made a lot of money, like a lot on a meme coin. Got in early. I had 4 billion tokens and
Which one?
Which one?
Yeah.
It was dang it, what is it called? It's still pretty big right now. It's not Doge. The other one.
Shiba?
Shiba. I had 4 billion Shiba. When it popped, the last time it popped, I took out like 70 grand, dude.
Jeez.
But I'm
That's
saying, I got in early though. I got in early, and I was playing the Greek card as D-Gen every week. It popped. I pulled it all out, and I don't do any. Well, I do 5% D-Gen now.
it's funny because my brother's got a Shiba, and so I was gonna buy back in the day. I bought Doge and I bought Sheeb, and I'm like, well, these aren't gonna do anything. I just bought them because my brother's got the dog, and then so I
The
sold
dog,
them
yeah.
really quick, and then they did what they did. And I'm like, you stupid moron,
Yeah.
you stupid. So,
I think I still like 1 million Shiba someplace, but I can't find it. But I don't even care. I'll find with some wallet because I have like 20 wallets. So
hey, at least it wasn't that guy who's looking in dumpsters for his Bitcoin wallet. You know?
oh yeah, right.
Use his
Could you
Bitcoin.
imagine?
That would be terrible.
Yeah.
Fowler says, check your DMs, Compton. Exposed. Laughing my
Exposed.
ass off. Ha ha. And he says, fastest first in the community.
Well, I'm never first, so
If you ain't first, you're last, Ricky Bobby.
Yeah,
Yeah,
King
King
Kaching
Kaching
was
missed the
there
game.
early.
King Kaching, though, you are competing against a computer and AI technology. Crypto Pride, we have rumored that it was using a computer. Hopefully next week,
what sources do you have? No one's ever exposed the sources, Chris.
The sources are they said.
Oh, they said. Okay.
That's the source, dude.
Hey,
I love it.
That's good enough for the news
That's good
agencies.
enough.
They said it worked. It's good
They
enough for the
said.
news agencies.
Inside
Undisclosed
sources
sources said.
Inside sources
Chris
said.
Cruz proclaims that they said. It's
I
fact.
heard.
Next week, I'm coming on and I'm playing this game, and I'm gonna have my hands like this, so nobody could say Greek's using shit. Anything. This is what they all have to do when they're playing the game. They have to have their hands up like they're on a roller coaster, so nobody can accuse them.
A roller coaster. That's my intro. Thank you.
Yeah, you can't use that intro.
I was trying to drive and watch that intro. I'm like, whoa.
I think Chris is gonna help me cut that down. It was way too long. We'll probably cut that down.
Yeah, I think you got to cut it off though. It's got a content thing on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 3 minutes is like the magic mark. I mean, unless you're Prado, you can go. Prado's the only one who can get away with 10 minutes, and even he gets crap every single time for 10 minutes.
I think, yeah, it's like starts at 3 o'clock and then whatever. Then 3:10 he's on. Then he has another video. Oh, hi guys. Let me clean my camera. Can you see me? Am I pretty today? Wait.
I love how he's got a 10-minute intro and he comes on and his camera's not clean.
What the heck?
What are you doing
right?
when the 10 minutes is playing? Look at yourself on screen.
He was
and clean the camera.
I can't do the breaking news on your thing, Greek, but Biz was saying breaking news. They said.
They said.
Yeah.
They said token. There you go, right?
Breaking news. They said. Pride was wrong.
Said. Hey, I'm just going to go on record and say that Crypto Pride won that, man. He had all kinds of good comments, dude. He did.
Every comment he said, Chris and I both thought the same answers.
I was thinking, because we
That's
don't
why the
say
accusations
it.
are flying, because you guys were thinking it and he put it in paper.
Yep.
And now you're jealous.
I was like, oh, that's the one I was thinking of, and Pride got every one of them. And he was at work when he did it.
So Pride saw me wearing this hat, my new golf hat, and he goes, I got to get that. So I sent him the link, and then he was wearing it on his last live. So just know the Greek was first, guys. Okay.
Well, he said that. He said, I got Greek. He got it from.
Okay. Oh, he gave me credit. Never mind. I take back anything bad about Pride I've ever said in my life. For him, it works. People are like, Greek, why are you wearing a P hat? And
I was
last name starts with a P.
I was wondering why you're wearing a Prado hat, but Pride said it was a Puma hat.
Oh, it's got stars and stripes.
I know. I can
Bye,
see.
Terry. Bye.
It's a Puma brand, right?
Oh, Prado hat. Wow.
Now we're Prado. Now we're Prado. Yeah, my last name starts with a P too. So for anybody.
But Pride did tell me no, it's a Puma hat. So I was like, where'd you get that hat? Because that's super cool, but I thought it was a Prado hat. So
yeah, I thought it was cool as a golf hat because I like how it's like, the stars and stripes, and then it's got stars underneath too.
No, it's way cool.
And then every time I make a par, I'm like, well, I'm wearing the par hat.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Too bad I suck last time wearing this hat, so I don't know. I do better wearing the Vulcan hat. I shot an 80 wearing the Vulcan hat. I shoot 95 wearing the P hat.
So are you a John Daly fan, even though he's like old now out of the game?
I love John
he's
Daly.
not out of the game.
He's
I
like
see
he's
him.
like
He's out
he's
there.
like everybody's favorite golfer, man.
Yeah. He's
That's
the
what you
average
strive
man.
to be. You drink, you smoke, you're out of shape, and yet you can still crush the ball.
And he loves his wife who's in jail still, or got out. Well, I'm not sure yet.
I didn't even know his wife was in jail.
Well,
didn't either.
one time his wife was in jail. I watched the Howard Stern interview.
Oh man. So we have been going on for 2 hours, 5 minutes. You know, I'm not going to keep this party going. We're to the end of the comments. Everybody, thank you so much for being a part of this live. Thank you, Compton, for being second in the comments. Thank you, Fowler, for being first.
Wow, really? You gonna do me that dirty?
I gotta give you some crap, man. You called me chicken wing and chicken arms for like 3 months.
Stop kissing Fowler's butt. He always gives you a a negative 8 ball anyway.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? You were first. Fowler gives me negative 8 balls, and today he didn't even give me an 8 ball question because I missed his live. So I'm pissed. The Greek is pissed. Thank you, Chris, for joining Confirmant and Crypto Terry.
Hey,
It's great having you. I'm going to be inviting you more. I'm just going to have Chris Cruz send you the links every time.
Thank you, sir.
So it's great. Everybody stay happy. Esco's coming this weekend. Remember to watch the pre-show, the 4-hour pre-show on the Greeks channel. Do not watch on Prado's channel. Go set your reminders for it right now. It's up on my channel. And you can watch on anybody's channel you want. I don't care. The fact is, watch. You may learn something, and you may be in the know. And Brian may give us some tidbits. You never know what comes up on a Daniel Prado and Greek Live. So just know that. Be happy. And together, we're all going to make it. Never fear, because the Greek is